Hey there, this is Sheena Rowlands and today I'm sharing with you my challenge layout for National Scrapbooking Day for Hey Little Magpie. So my challenge to you is to use old and new. I'd like you to use an old photograph with a new collection or new papers. So for this layout I'm going to be using the Simple Stories Full Bloom, which you'll find in our Hey Little Magpie shop, and this is a photo of myself taken in my parents' garden when I was a small child. So I think that qualifies for old and new. So I've already used some of these papers before, so I have got some pieces that I'm going to try and use up, and I've decided I want to go with a 2/3, 1/3 background with the checkered paper at the bottom. So I've just found a couple of papers to map behind my photograph, and I'm just going to go through all the ephemera and bits and pieces and stickers that I have to see what I can add to this photograph. So this photo is quite obviously dated, but it's quite faded looking. It must be to do with the sort of photos of the time. So this, I think it suits this range really well with its muted colours. And I thought the checkers of the paper at the bottom go really well with the French doors at the back of the photograph behind me. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with what I've chosen so far. So I'm going to look through and obviously pick some outdoor flowers and bits and pieces to go either side of my photograph from this range. Now, this challenge is going to be live from National Scrapbooking Day on the 6th of May 2022 till Sunday the 22nd of May 2022. To qualify and to be in the running, please complete your layout and put it in the challenge album on our Facebook group. That will give you a chance to win 1,000 Magpie points, which is equates to £10 to spend in our shop. Every challenge you enter will also give you an extra entry into a prize draw, and the grand prize of 3,000 Magpie points, which is £30. So you really do need to be in it to win it. The more challenges you enter, obviously the more chances you get to be in that. So any layouts you do, please put in the right albums on our Facebook group. So just going back to the layout, I've found some bits and pieces there that I want to use. I'm just seeing whether I need a border between the patterned paper and the cardstock, but I'm not convinced that I do, but I'm going to have a look and see what else is there. I always feel like I have to go through all my stash just to make sure I've not missed something. So there's a 6x8 pad here. I think there's some extra stickers. I'm just checking that there's nothing else there that I would like. It's such a lovely range. There's such a lot of ephemera, so many bits to choose from. I think this could be my 5th layout using this collection, and I'm still going strong because it's very me, the colourways, but there's just so much. It's so easy to use. I think that's the key with this. So easy to use. So that piece of chipboard just there says birds and bees and flowers and trees. So I think that goes very well with the outdoor theme. I was looking for a big title. It didn't really come. I just felt some of the words were just a bit too big. So I've left that off for now. So I'm just having a look through the sticker book, see if there's anything there. Maybe a bit of washi could go behind, go at the gap between the pattern paper and the cardstock. So I'm just going to tear that out so I can have a little look at it. But I'm not sure that I actually go with that in the end. I think most of it gets covered up by the ephemera anyway. But it's always worth me having a look, see whether it would work just being tucked in. I think that's no. So if I'm not sure, it does make it to the right hand side. But I do make myself smile when I watch myself back because I can literally hear myself thinking and going through, just making sure there's nothing else there that I want to use. I'm looking for another paper for behind the photograph, and this one with the birds on I think is the one that I choose and I cut up. So I hope you're having a good National Scrapbooking Day or weekend, depending. There's lots of challenges out there. I think we've got 8 at Hey Little Magpie, so definitely worth checking them out. So I've just taken everything off the layout, would you believe it? Because I want to just put a little bit of mixed media on the white cardstock. So I've measured where the pattern paper will go to. That rectangle is just to remind me where my photograph sits. So this is just using the Speckled Egg by Distress Oxide by Tim Holtz. And I'm just going to use a little bit of that just in the packaging technique, just to add a little bit of subtle colour to that cardstock at the top. But like all mixed media, you do all this and then you end up covering most of it over. But actually, when I look closely at the layout, you still can see a little bit of it when I've finished. And I'm only after just a subtle bit of splatter and colour really behind the photograph. So as you can see, I'm just dabbing it with a paper towel in between because I don't want to waterlog the cardstock too much, otherwise it will start to warp. So just a little bit of a flick of some colour over the top of that, and then I will leave that to dry for a moment. I'm actually doing this layout while I'm at a retreat, so that's why it's got a different background underneath me, and that's why the light's a little bit different. Not ideal when I've never done many videos somewhere else. This is only the second time I've tried to do it when I've not been at home, so didn't have the best results, so I do apologise for the lighting at times. But actually it was lovely to be away and scrapping with other people, and it was just nice to be sociable again. So that's one of the best parts of this hobby that I really enjoy. So I do apologise for the lighting anyway. So I'm just going back in now and just making sure I find out where I really wanted these bits to be. Don't you find that you always have them in the best position the first time? But actually, because I'm not good at sticking it down straight away, most things get moved around, so it's just the way I do it. So I'm just going to just tuck all these bits and pieces in, and then I will probably stick it down off camera. I don't need to subject you to all of that, but I really like the way that goes. It's all stuck down now, all in a line. I'm going to add some journaling to that little cluster down at the bottom left hand corner, and just adding a few of the puffy stickers, just some ladybirds and hearts. And off camera I will add some enamel dots to the centres of some of the flowers. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this layout. There will be some close-ups at the end, but do have a look out at the Hey Little Magpie challenges for National Scrapbooking Day. As I say, there are 8, and you've got till the 22nd of May 2022 to get your layouts in the right albums on our Facebook group. So just watching me just tweak these last few bits to get this layout finished. So I hope this provides some inspiration. Just remember, I'm after old photos with new papers and new collections and new supplies. So here are the close-ups. Thank you so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't already, and we'll see you again here soon. Bye for now.